What's up everybody, my name's Trey and welcome to another video. Now in this video, I'll basically be going over if it's even worth selling on Facebook Marketplace anymore. Because with Facebook shops basically exploding and the income potential for them relatively being uncapped, should you be even wasting your time on Marketplace? But that's something we're going to cover in the actual video. So if you are somebody that's new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. And let's get into that intro, baby! Now, in my personal opinion, is it worth it selling on the marketplace? Yes and no. And I'll kind of explain why that is. The marketplace on Facebook, in my opinion, is not meant to be a place in which you're going to make $100,000 per month in revenue on your marketplace. I just don't think it's scalable to that capacity anymore. But I do feel it is a very good starting spot, especially if you're somebody that's new to e-commerce or you don't have a shop that's enabled with the marketplace, because that's where you're going to receive the majority of your sales from. And what I mean by that is, yes, you can't make an ungodly amount of money on Facebook Marketplace. But if you don't have a Facebook shop, or you have a Facebook shop that doesn't have the marketplace enabled on your Facebook shop, starting on the marketplace will be a really good way for you to understand the platform, how selling on Facebook works, kind of to deal with customer service, how to ship out products, fulfill orders, and do all that in a very unstressful way, in my opinion, because you're not going to get 50, 60 sales just because you put up one item on your Facebook Marketplace. Now on shops, for instance, you might. I still have not figured out the algorithm entirely for Facebook shops, but every now and then I will get a product that I will not have sales the entire day. I list this one and I get 60 sales right off the bat. So if you are a beginner and you don't have any framework or any structure, I would highly recommend starting on the marketplace, just so you can understand how the process works, make sure your payments are coming to you successfully, you understand the kind of the ins and outs, how to contact customer support, how to deal with different inquiries when it comes to products not being approved when it comes to selling on your marketplace. And then you can use that information that you have by selling on the marketplace and move it over to the shop, which is, in my opinion, a much more professional way to sell on Facebook. I can kind of think of it like this. Your personal marketplace on Facebook is kind of like Craigslist or even eBay, for instance. It's a lot of people selling their old stuff. It's used, it's not in the best shape. Now, can you sell new items? Can you drop ship on it? Yes. Now, I don't think that was necessarily what it was intended for. I really think it was just meant for people to sell some of the stuff that they had at their house, kind of like yard selling, kind of like what Craigslist was built for. And now when we compare that to Facebook shops, it's more or less like Amazon. It's a much more professional way to sell your products. You can deal directly with your customers when it comes to like business email addresses, sending them to your website, do email retargeting. There's a lot more sophisticated things that you can do with the shop, but Marketplace is a great place to start. Now, let's get into some of the numbers that you can kind of expect on a marketplace. Now, by no means are either of these enormous numbers that I think you should shoot for. I think both of these can be much more profitable, as well as they can both bring in much more money. But in my opinion, I think this is a really good start, especially if you're someone that's new, or if you're somebody that is selling on a different platform. Maybe you're on eBay and you've been thinking about getting on Facebook. This is kind of what you can expect from a very new account that is dropshipping. I've been on the platform for a while. However, I just recently switched over to the dropshipping model. As before, I was buying the items at Goodwill, at yard sales, keeping them in my house, posting them on Facebook, and then meeting up with people in person to give them the item, exchange money, and that type of thing. So if we're looking at the numbers, my marketplace so far this month, like I said, it is the 18th, has made $1,500 in revenue at a profit margin of 36%, which in my opinion is really good. Like I said, if you're someone that's brand new to e-commerce, an extra $300 to potentially $500 a month goes a really long way. Now, are you gonna retire your parents? Are you gonna be able to travel around the world and never work again? Probably not. But will it give you a pretty decent side income? In my opinion, yeah. And this could be really good for a lot of people. I know it's really helped me out when it comes to hitting my $100,000 challenge, because I'm basically using the marketplace money to fund my retirement. I'm basically putting all the money that I make on this specific marketplace into a Roth IRA, into a mutual fund, just to set myself up for the future. Like I said, is it changing my life right now? Not necessarily, but it'll definitely put me in a better place in the long run, especially as I continue to get reviews on the account, build it up, and things of that nature. Now, let's compare that to my Facebook shop, which is performing much better. But also I think that's because it's a much more professional way of selling, and this is the place in which Facebook is kind of pushing its users to go, especially if you're somebody that wants to make a lot of money online. The marketplace is meant for consumer to consumer. It's not meant for you to scale it, build entire agencies and businesses on a marketplace. Can you make some money? Yes. Can you build it up? Yes. Do I think there's a cap on the marketplace? I'm guessing it's probably around $5,000 a month in revenue. Have I tested it completely? No. Am I on the way to that point? Yes. Now on my shop so far on the 18th of this month, we've done $8,700 at a profit margin of about 60%, which means I am taking home $3,100 so far. So as you can see, the shop is growing much faster than my marketplace. But there's no reason you shouldn't be selling on both of them, especially if it doesn't take up too much of your time. It's free money, basically, in my opinion, and it really helps you understand how the platform works so that you can get over onto the shop side. So, do I think selling on the marketplace is worth it? Yes and no. Which I know that answer kind of sucks, because you come here for one thing and I gave you both of them. I want to make sure I cover all my bases. Like I said, you should start on marketplace, understand how it works, understand the ins and outs of Facebook, make you a little bit of money, and then just continue that over and over. You probably won't get rich off of it. You probably won't retire your parents. You won't retire yourself, but it's a good secondary income that you can use for other things. And then putting the bulk of your time into shops, building a real brand, focusing on making as much money as humanly possible, getting as much customer information as possible when it comes to their buying habits, return visitors, their emails, and then you can truly build a shop, which is just selling on Facebook, and build that out onto multiple platforms, whether it be Amazon or Mercari or eBay, and then eventually onto your own website, whether it be built on Wix, GoDaddy, or Shopify. So yes, I do feel that starting on the marketplace is worth it. Do I feel like you should be spending all of your time on the marketplace if you already have a shop with the marketplace enabled? Not necessarily, just because the scale isn't the same, but it's definitely something I wouldn't sleep on, because you can obviously make money on the platform, so you might as well make money on the platform. So hopefully that helped out. Hopefully it helped out a lot of beginners who don't know where to start, because I know a lot of people are talking about just this shop's aspect, but the marketplace is still a valuable way to make a little bit of side income, especially if you're somebody that's new. So if you are somebody that's new to the channel, my name's Trey. I basically make money, well, I do make money online, but I basically make videos on how you can make money online, diversify your income, and financial news that I think is pretty important for you to know. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.